It was November 17, 2012, when a man named Salvador Alvarenga lived in a small village in Costa Azul, Mexico, who was 36 years old at the time. On November 17, 2012, Jos went for fishing in his small boat with a friend in Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean is spread over an area of 165 million square kilometers. The plan was to spend only 30 hours at sea, so there wasn't much equipment on his small boat. They had taken one day's food with them. They went 120 kilometers off the coast of Mexico and set their net in the water. But at the same time, a terrible storm came there, and to save their lives, they left the fishing net and ran back to the shore. They drove the boat continuously towards the shore for 6 hours. At 7 o'clock in the morning, they were now only 20 kilometers from the coast and could see their village. They had left the storm far away, and only 20 kilometers away from the coast, the boat engine broke down. But they had a radio with which they transmitted his location to his boss and waited for his reply. While waiting for the reply of their boss, the battery of their radio ran out of charge, and now these two fishermen had lost contact with outside world. Jos Alvarenga and his companion were still in shock when suddenly strong winds started pushing them back towards the sea. Now they were too far from shore again. His boss also formed a search team to find them in the Pacific Ocean, but it was too late. It was just 5 days after the accident, and winds had pushed their boat 450 kilometers from the coast. They had reached a part of the sea where only water was visible in every direction. They knew that their boat was too small to be spotted even from a distance. The food and drinks that they had brought with them was finished, so now they started to catch the birds that sat on their boat, or the fish that were near the boat with their own hands. They caught it and started eating it raw. Drinking salty seawater can kill a person. That's why they started drinking rainwater by collecting it in plastic bottles floating in the sea. But when it did not rain for several days, they drank the blood of fishes and turtles to quench their thirst, and that too when they succeeded in catching them. Days passed. Jos Alvarenga companion could not bear this torture and committed suicide after 4 months, and he began to live alone in this deserted sea. 6 months had now passed since leaving the coast of Mexico. One day, Jos saw a cargo ship passing near his boat. It was the first ship he had seen in 6 months, and Josh made all sorts of signs towards the cargo ship. But unfortunately, the ship's crew did not see this small boat. After 11 months, Jos had traveled 8,000 kilometers on his little boat. His clothes were also torn. Finally, on January 28, 2014, after 14 months, Jos saw coconuts floating on water nearby. He understood that there is an island near him. After a while, he started to see an island. He was afraid that this island too would be missed by him. That is why he jumped into the water and swam to the island. There appeared to be a small beach house where the locals were staying. The land was a remote island in the Marshall Islands known as Ibon Atoll. This island was 11,000 kilometers away from the starting point of Jos. From there, he was sent back to his home. On his arrival, he published a book named 438 Days with the help of Jonathan Franklin. After some days, another trouble beset him. He was charged in a case of murdering his partner, the same fellow who committed suicide according to Jos. He could not prove himself innocent, due to which Jos Alvarenga committed suicide, and the story comes to end here. Hope you like this video. Subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.